In this next part of warm-up ideas for your PE lessons, I'm going to show you a few different ways that you can get warmed up by moving from one side of the sports field or playground to the other side. Now remember, it's important to get our bodies ready for PE and sport by getting the blood pumping around the body. By doing so, you're going to help get your muscles stronger, you're going to be able to sprint faster, jump higher, and throw further, as well as preventing yourself from getting injured. So to set up, you just need 2 end lines at each end of the playing area. You can use your sports court marking lines or simply put out some cones and markers to mark out those lines and have everyone line up at one end of the playing area. You can choose 4 or 5 different tasks depending on the kind of sport you're going to be playing to address those different muscles. Now before we start, I just want you to be aware of your heartbeat. So your heart is just a little bit over to the left side of your chest, so not right in the middle, a little bit over to your left. I just want you to have a feel of it for about 10 seconds to feel how hard and how fast it's beating. And we're going to compare it afterwards once we are warmed up. So before you start, you're going to have a feel for your heartbeat, and I also want you to take note of how much you are breathing. Are you breathing slow? Well, we should be breathing slow, not too heavy. Should be breathing nice and easy because we haven't done anything, but afterwards we're going to see what our bodies are doing once we're warmed up. So getting into it, the first activity we're going to do are hamstring kicks. Now your hamstrings are these muscles on the backs of your legs here. So we're just going to warm up those hamstrings. So starting at one end, I'm just simply going to show you. All we're going to do is we're going to lift our first knee all the way up to our chest. We're going to put it in and then we're going to kick out and step back down. You're just going to lift up your other knee, pull it into your chest, kick out and step back down. See if you can try and kick out to get your leg nice and straight. So knee in, kick out and step. Pull it in and kick and step. You can try and point your toes as well as you kick, and you're really working on that hamstring. We'll just go back as well. The next one we're going to do are sumo squat stomps. For this one, we're going to be warming up our gluteus maximus, which are our bottom muscles here. They're some of the strongest muscles in the body. We're also going to be working on our lower back, our quadratus lumborum. So these lower back muscles here as well. Okay, so here we go. What we're going to do is we're going to take a big step out to the side. When we stepped out, we're just going to squat down, keeping our back straight, and then stand back up. We're then going to step over, stomp, and squat down. So big kick around to the side, and squat down. You can see I'm keeping my back straight and I'm bending my knees and keeping my head up, doing big stomps. Now we're going to be doing one-legged jumps. When we do this, we're going to be warming up our quad muscles, which is this front top part of our legs here. And we're also going to be warming up our trapezius muscles, our shoulder muscles at the top of our shoulders here, because we're going to be using our arms to swing. Okay, so what we're going to do for this one, we're going to start both feet together. We're going to take one step with one foot, and then we're going to swing our arms, jump into the air, and land safely on both feet. So we're trying to jump nice and high and also far as well. So feet together, take a step, and land back down. Step. So we're stepping off one foot, landing on two. We can also go back as well. side kicks. For this one, we're going to be warming up our hip adductors. That's this inside part of your leg here, your hip adductors. So for this one, we're going to be standing side on, and that front leading leg is going to kick out and then bring it back down. We're going to try and kick out with a nice straight leg, and we're kind of going to hop moving forward. So here we go, kick. You should feel a good stretch in that front leg. You can even point your toes and try and keep your leg nice and straight. We're now going to do side leaps. So this again is warming up our hip adductors, that muscle on the inside of your leg. We're also going to be warming up our gastrocnemius muscles. That's your calf muscles right here down the back of your lower leg. So side leaps, we're standing side on again. This time we're going to leap out with that front foot. We're going to step across our body and leap out again, trying to get that front foot, that leading foot, nice and pointed out straight to the side. Here we go. So have that leading foot kick out to the side. Bear walks. We're going to be warming up our pectoral muscles, these chest muscles here. I'm also going to be warming up our hamstrings again, these muscles at the back of our legs. So starting from one end, we're going to start nice and straight. We're going to reach down to the ground with as straight legs as we can. We're just going to slowly walk our hands down. You're then going to do a push-up. If you watch, my body is nice and strong and straight. Push up, and then you've got to slowly walk back up. And then stand up nice and straight, and again. Hands down in front, slowly walk them. Let's do a push-up, and then try and keep your legs straight as you walk your toes back into your hands and stand up. One more here. Duck waddles. This is a funny one. For this, we're going to be working on our gluteus maximus muscles, our bum muscles, and also our quadratus lumborum, the lower back. So what we're going to do is we're going to start in the squat position. We're going to start in the squat position, so I'm nice and low, back straight. I'm going to put my hands on my head, and all we're going to do is just waddle, stepping left and right, staying nice and low, keeping your bum pointed to the ground, waddling like a duck. When you get to the other end, you're going to then try to do it backwards, keeping that position, hands on your head, staying nice and low, back straight. It's not easy. Step and kick. For this one, we're going to be warming up our hamstrings again, these muscles on the back of our legs. Very simple. All we're going to do is take a step. You're going to swing with your other leg, kick across your body up into the air, and touch your toe with your other hand. So step and kick. With that leg you're kicking with, try and keep it nice and straight. You can point your toes out as you do it, alternating legs each time. Monkey skips. For this one, we're going to be warming up our iliotibial bands. That's these muscles on the outside or sides of our legs. Okay, what we're going to do, starting side on, we're going to put our hands to the ground and we're going to be moving sideways to the other side like a monkey, stepping across. Pushing on the ground with both hands stepping across. Once you've done that, we can also do gorilla walks. Gorilla walks, this time we're going to be going forward, putting our hands down. We can even do fists, and with both legs together, we're going to be hopping forwards, warming up our hamstrings again. So gorilla walks this time, facing forwards, hands down in front, and you're just pushing off your hands or your fists, hopping forwards like a gorilla. Now that we're warmed up, let's have a feel of our heartbeat again. So if you put your hand on your chest, you should be able to feel, I can feel that my heartbeat is beating a lot stronger than before, and it's also beating a lot faster. And that's because it's working harder to pump blood all around my body to those muscles that we've just used. And my muscles also feel a little bit warmer as well because they've been giving out heat. That's a byproduct when they're working. What is your breath doing? My breath is also a little bit heavier and quicker as well, because my body is wanting to take in more oxygen to feed my muscles. My muscles need oxygen as well, and at the same time I'm breathing out carbon dioxide, which is a byproduct. It's a waste product that your muscles don't want, it's trying to get rid of. So hopefully everyone's nice and warm and you're ready for your sport lessons. If you're a teacher who needs a little bit of help with their PE lesson planning, make sure you check out my resources in the links below, where you can get access to loads of downloadable units, lesson plans, all sorts of different sports and drills and skills that you can go through with your class at elementary grades.